Hello dear students, good morning. This is Khadar handling JEE and NEET classes of E4U. Okay, now today we are going to discuss the second part from the surface chemistry. In previous in last lecture we have been discussed about what is the all the terms which are discussed which are related to surface chemistry, and what are the terms we already discussed. Next one, the differentiate between the absorption versus adsorption, and types of adsorption also we have been discussed, that is physical and chemical adsorption and Freundlich isotherm we discussed. Okay, next one in this part 2. Okay, in this part 2 what we are going to discuss, dear students, here about catalysts or catalysis. Catalyst or, dear students, catalysis. Already we know, dear students, here catalyst generally we can consider as it is one of the chemical substances which do not involve any chemical reaction, but it alters the rate of the reaction. Am I correct or not? But it alters the rate of the reaction, that is known as here catalyst. It do not involve. Now for example, if you take it here, now can consider the decomposition of potassium chlorate. Now how it will be decomposed, dear students? 2 KCl plus 3 moles of oxygen. Am I correct or not? This is the solid and this is also solid, this is gas. Am I correct or not? This decomposition of this potassium chlorate, it will take so much time to decompose this reaction. Now for example, if you take it this one, the small amount of here manganese dioxide, it is act as a, dear student, and just to apply some amount of heat, it is act as a, dear students, catalyst. At some for example very low temperature itself, very low temperature, that means you can apply just to 200 to 250 degrees Celsius, or else just you have without using this manganese dioxide you have to supply large amount of energy from the external side. Then what is the use of this one, dear students? It will, with low temperature itself the decomposition is taking place. That is the function of here manganese dioxide, so it is called as here catalyst. Am I correct or not, dear students? Now what I am telling here, it do not involve any chemical reaction. Now for example, with respect to phase, with respect to phase we are having the two types. With respect to phase, how many types, dear students? Two types. One is comes under homogeneous catalyst, and the second one it is come under here heterogeneous catalyst. Already we know, dear students, what is meant by homogeneous. Now the catalyst which is main, the reactant and as well as the catalyst which are present in the same phase is known as here homogeneous catalyst. What I am telling, dear students, the reactant and the catalyst are in the same phase is known as here homogeneous catalyst. Very important this is. Now for example, if you consider some examples of this one. Now generally you take it here 2SO2 plus O2 which is get equilibrium to form here 2 moles of SO3. Am I correct or not? Now initially what you are taking here NO, nitric oxide you are taking as a catalyst. Just check it. Sulfur dioxide is a gas, even oxygen also is gas. Next one, NO also is a gas. Check the catalyst and as well as the reactant molecules are in the same phase or not? Same phase. That's why it is known as here homogeneous catalyst. Next one, if you compare, second this one. Now CH3 COO you can consider here C2H5. Ethyl acetate or ethyl ethanoate, which is react with what, my dear students? Just I am doing hydrolysis. Now in the presence of HCl, this is I am considering here liquid, this also is a liquid, and HCl also I am considering here liquid to form here CH3 COOH plus C2H5OH. Now check it here. This reactants and as well as the catalyst are in the same phase or the different phase, dear students? Same phase. That's why it is known as here homogeneous catalysis. Next one comes under Okay, second point we are going to discuss, that is called as here heterogeneous. Okay, heterogeneous, okay, catalyst. Generally heterogeneous catalyst, dear students, okay, now the reactants and okay reactant and catalyst are in different phase, that is known as here heterogeneous catalyst. Okay, now for example, if you consider the example for this one, okay, example 1 I am taking. Okay, now take N2 plus 3H2, okay, gives rise to 2NH3. Am I correct or not here? This is are in different phase. Now what I am using the catalyst here, dear student. Okay, iron it is in what is the state? Solid state. Here solid state, here what is the state, dear students? Here gas. Okay, reactants and catalysts are in the different phase known as heterogeneous. Okay, next one, if you take it here. Okay, okay, different example you can consider, dear students. N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH. The next one, 2SO2 plus O2, which is equilibrium with here 2 moles of SO3. It is a gas. Now I can consider here vanadium pentoxide. It is a solid in nature. Am I correct? Check it. Both are different phases. Next one, if you take it here, CH2 double bond CH2 plus what I am doing, the reduction of okay this alkenes, hydrogenation of oils. Okay, now what I am taking here, catalyst nickel or palladium or platinum you are considering, it is forming here CH3. Okay, ethane gas forming or not? This is the example for this one, dear students. This is a heterogeneous catalysis or heterogeneous catalyst. Okay, next one, with respect to here main, okay, this is the with respect to phase we discussed, dear students. This is okay homogeneous and as well as heterogeneous catalyst. Next one here, with respect to rate, okay, we are having the same, okay, with respect to what, my dear students? Okay, rate, the same, the catalyst we are having the two types. One is comes under very important positive catalyst, okay, positive catalyst, and second one it is comes under, dear student, negative catalyst. Okay, now what is here positive? Okay, let me start with here, dear student. Okay, positive catalyst. Okay, now generally what I am telling, dear students, catalyst, okay, general how it will be, it is one of the chemical substance which do not involve any reaction but it alters the rate of reaction. Generally it speed up the reaction, that is known as here catalyst. But here what you wrote, sir, what is the significance of this negative catalyst? Okay, later we can discuss. Okay, first of all we start with here positive catalyst. This positive catalyst, generally what it significance? Okay, now the first point I am writing here. Okay, it increase the, okay, the positive catalyst is a substance which increase the rate of reaction, and what will happen of the any substance, and decrease the okay activation energy of the reaction, that is the main comes under positive catalyst. Okay, it will increase the rate of the reaction and decrease the okay activation energy of the reaction, that is commonly it is known as here okay positive catalyst. Okay, generally if you take it, okay, now I am taking here graph. Okay, this is x-axis I am placing, this is y. Okay, I can consider this is the potential energy. Am I correct or not? This is I can consider here okay reaction, okay coordinate or reaction, okay progress of the reaction also you can consider. Am I correct? Now how the reaction will be, dear student, generally? Okay, now if you consider this reaction will be like this. Okay, the reaction path will be like this. Okay, then this is called as already we know, we discussed in okay, so this one chemical kinetic, this is called as activated complex. Okay, this is called as here reactants, this is, dear students, products. Okay, and now okay initially how much this is called as okay threshold energy. This okay curve which is comes under here without catalyst. Am I correct or not? Okay, now what I am doing here, this is up to from here to here, this is comes under, dear students, activation energy. This is activation energy. Then after I am using this catalyst. What catalyst here? Positive catalyst. Then what will happen, dear students? It will this is the path after you using the catalyst. What catalyst? Positive catalyst. Now this curve which is indicates here, up to from here to here, I can consider this is EA dash. That what do you understand here? Initially from here to here, this is called as here activation energy. Before catalyst, before using the catalyst. Then if you after you using the catalyst, what happened here? Activation energy decreasing or not? Activation energy decreases. Now I can, this is the activated complex with catalyst. With catalyst, dear students, don't get confused. Now this is the graph between potential energy versus reaction progress when the moment you are using the positive catalyst. Am I correct or not? This is next one. Some example for this one. Example for this positive catalyst. Am I correct? You can take it here. Same reactions I am taking N2 plus 3H2 which is equilibrium with 2NH3. It is a gas, it is a fuels. I am taking here ion in the solid. This is the positive catalyst. Now if you take it here 2SO2 plus O2 which is gives rise to, you can take it here vanadium pentoxide. It is a solid to forming here 2 moles of sulfur trioxide gas by contact process. This process name called as what, dear students? Contact process, and this process name is called as here Haber's process. By using this Haber's process we are getting ammonia gas. With the help of contact process we are getting sulfur dioxide and finally react with oleum. It is forming sulfuric acid. This is the some example for this positive catalyst. Understood, dear student? Next one comes under here. What about here? Negative catalyst. Actually we can't make a differentiate between positive and negative catalyst. That means generally it accelerates it speed of the reaction, that's all. But with respect to some conditions only we are discussing here, positive and as well as negative catalyst nature doesn't it decrease the rate of the reaction. Am I correct? So then what about this negative catalyst, sir? This negative catalyst also one of the substance. Then what will happen, dear students, here? To retard the rate of reaction. Retard the rate of reaction and as well as here and increase the activation energy of the reaction. Increase the activation energy of the reaction. Now I can take it here, graph, same potential energy here. Next one here, reaction or process of the reaction progress. Am I correct? How I am writing here? Just check it. Initially the reaction will be like this. Curve. Understand? This is I am asking here without catalyst. Now this is next one, this is the activation. This is the up to here, you can call this is the threshold energy, and from here to here, that is known as activation energy. This is called as, dear students, threshold energy. After you using the negative catalyst, then what happened, dear students? It will increase the this dotted lines which indicates, dear student, check it here, the graph up to the curve up to reached here, this place. That means if you use the negative catalyst, the rate of the reaction decreases, but what it increases, dear students, here? Activation energy. Now check it here, the activation energy from here to here, this is, I can consider this is EA dash. Before I am applying the negative catalyst, the catalyst, see, activation energy will be this much only. Then after I applied negative catalyst, the activation energy from here to here. That means what I am understand here. In the presence of negative catalyst, activation energy increases. Just you have to check it, the point of difference between these two curves without having any confusion. Understood? This is about the negative catalyst, and you can take some example for this one here. Understand? Now I can consider for first example, tetraethyl lead. ethyl lead. What is this tetraethyl lead and what is the significance? This tetraethyl lead, which is okay, act as a anti-knocking agent. Anti-knocking agent, okay, in petrol industry. In what, my dear students? Petrol industry. Okay. Now this is also called as a Franklin reagent. Okay. You studied in okay, organic chemistry also. Okay. Now anti-knocking agent in petrol. Then what will happen, sir? Okay. Then it will decrease the knocking, okay, of the emissions or knocking of the petrol in the petrol industry. Okay. Next one, we can take it here. One more best example. Okay. CH2OH and CH2OH. This is called as ethylene glycol. This is called as, dear students, ethylene glycol. Sir, what about the significance of this one, ethylene glycol? This ethylene glycol, which is act as a here, okay, best anti-freezing agent. Anti-freezing agent. Okay, now for example, if you check in cold countries, after they are filling the fuels in the particular vehicles, then what will happen due to that, okay, atmospheric conditions, okay, what will happen after, because okay, this petrol, diesel, kerosene having the very less boiling point and having the more, okay, evaporation nature, okay, then what will happen after you put the, okay, fill the fuel in the particular, okay, vehicles, then it's going to slowly get freeze. Okay, to avoid such type of problem, they are using the one chemical that is known as here ethylene glycol. Okay, here ethylene glycol, which is act as here negative catalyst. Negative catalyst. The function of this anti-freezing agent ethylene glycol, what will happen, dear students? To prevent the rusting of the emissions. To prevent the rusting of the emissions. This is the very important thing which you are going to study. Here main 2 points we have to remember. The in case of positive catalyst, okay, here activation energy decreases, okay, rate of the reaction is increased. I write here positive catalyst directly proportional to rate and inversely proportional to activation energy. But in case of here I am writing, okay, negative catalyst, okay, which is directly proportional to, okay, activation energy and inversely proportional to rate of reaction. Inversely proportional to rate of reaction. Okay, dear student, this is about catalyst. Okay, please note down, we can continue. Okay, dear students, okay, next one you can okay, continue. Some more words are there, that is known as here, okay, catalytic promoters. Catalytic promoters. Okay, very important, this is also. Okay, after catalyst, what we are, okay, checking here, promoters, catalytic promoters. Sir, what is catalytic promoters? Catalytic promoter also one of the chemical substances, okay, which are not act as a catalyst, but it will support the activity of the catalyst. Which support the, okay, activity of the catalyst is known as here catalytic promoters. It is not act as a catalyst, just it will support. Okay, because we are, okay, if the reaction want to occur here, okay, now I can take it one example. In a Haber's process, N2 plus 3H2, which is equilibrium with 2 moles of ammonia, all are in gaseous state. Am I correct? What is the catalyst we are using here? Iron is the catalyst. Okay, now here iron, which is act as a catalyst of this reaction. Then I can consider here, okay, MO, which indicates here Okay, molybdenum, that molybdenum which is act as here promoter. Molybdenum which is act as a, dear students, here promoter. That means here, okay, now this molybdenum which is okay, support the activity of the catalyst, support the activity of the catalyst. Generally we are taking, okay, this is the, okay, promoters. In every reaction will be a, okay, may or may not which contains promoter in a reaction. That's why it is called as here catalytic promoters. Okay, next one, this is an example. If you take it, this one, CO plus 2H2 gives rise to CH3OH liquid. Now I can consider this is zinc oxide and Cr2O3. Am I correct? And just apply some amount of heat, where zinc oxide which is act as a catalyst, which is act as a, dear students, catalyst, and in case of Cr2O3 which is act as here promoter, which is act as a, dear student, it is a promoter. Okay, and now in this reaction may or may not which contain the promoters in a particular reaction. Okay, dear student, this is about catalytic promoters, and next word is there, that is called as here catalytic poisons. Catalytic poisons or poison, okay, poisons. Okay, generally what is this one? The catalytic poisons are the substances which destroy, okay, which destroy the activity of the catalyst in a particular reaction is known as here catalytic poisons. Catalytic poison is a chemical substance, okay, which destroy the activity of the catalyst is known as catalytic poisons. Catalytic poisons. Okay. Okay, different, okay, examples also there, catalytic poisons here. Okay, now, okay, what will happen in that main, what is the main catalytic poisons we are using this one? Okay, take it here. If you take okay, 2 moles of okay, same in this one, 2 moles of NH3. If you are using for, okay, generally what you are using, iron is using as a catalyst, and molybdenum we are using as a catalyst. Suppose if you use here some, okay, H2S, or you can take it here carbon monoxide, H2S, or we can consider, dear students, carbon monoxide. These are the catalytic poisons which destroy the okay, activity of the catalyst. Now this H2S or this carbon monoxide which is act as here catalytic poisons. Catalytic poison. This is a very important thing which you are, okay, this one. Okay, generally we studied about catalyst and as well as catalytic promoters, and what is the significance we studied about the catalyst. Okay, next one, what about here catalytic poisons. Okay, next one comes under here. Okay, what are the some significance of this catalyst? Significance of catalyst, okay, we already discussed in chemical kinetics. Again, just the few points we can discuss here. Significance of the catalyst. Significance of the, okay, catalyst. Am I correct? Okay, what are the significance are there, sir? Okay, generally we know, okay, the first point what will happen here, okay, generally catalyst means, okay, which is increase the rate of reaction, and one more important point which decrease the, okay, activation energy. Am I correct or not? Activation energy. And the second point here, what we are going to do, okay, now the small amount of catalyst, small amount of the catalyst, small amount of the catalyst can be catalyzed, for entire reaction or for many reactions, or you can take it. The small amount of the catalyst can be catalyzed for entire reaction or many reactions. Am I correct? Okay, now if you take it here, what are the third point is there, sir? Okay, now this catalyst generally, okay, if you take here in case of equilibrium, okay, it doesn't change the position of equilibrium. It doesn't change the position of equilibrium. Okay, then what will happen, sir? Okay, for example, if you take it here A plus B, which is equilibrium with here C plus D. Am I correct or not? Okay, now A plus B generally you can consider this is the reactants and this is the products. Okay, at initial time what is okay, concentration is very high. At the same time, okay, the concentration of the products are very nil. Okay, in a what type of direction, dear students? It is forward direction. Am I correct? Okay, after some time the slowly concentration of the products increasing. Okay, then the concentration of the reactants are decreasing. In what type of direction, dear students? Backward direction. Backward direction at particular stage. Okay, the rate of forward reaction becomes equal to rate of backward reaction. That stage is known as equilibrium or state of equilibrium. Okay, then what I wrote the third point, it doesn't change the position of the equilibrium. That means here, for example, already it attained equilibrium. Okay, it doesn't change, the catalyst doesn't change the position of the equilibrium. But what we'll do here? Okay, now for example, to attain this equilibrium, it is taking for example 10 minutes before catalyst. Before catalyst. Am I correct or not? Okay, to attain this equilibrium, A plus B to C plus D, C plus D to A plus B, it attain how much, dear students? How much time? 10 minutes. Okay, then in the moment you use the catalyst, okay, within okay 5 minutes or within okay 6 minutes itself, it attain the equilibrium. It attain the, this is after the catalyst, after adding catalyst. That means here what is happening? To speed up the, to attain the equilibrium constant in a particular reaction. To speed up the okay reaction, that means to speed up the attain the equilibrium constant. That means it doesn't change the position of the equilibrium. This is the very important point. Got the student? Okay, students, this is about the significance of the catalyst, dear students. Okay, next one more important theory is there about the catalyst, that is called as here adsorption theory. Okay, what my dear students, this is called as adsorption okay theory. Adsorption theory. Okay, now let us start with here. In this adsorption theory, what is here? Some steps are involved. Some steps are involved. I can take it here first, the step 1. Okay, generally the catalysts are having the some okay porous like structures. Okay, that means here I can take the step 1. What is happening here? Catalyst I can consider okay like this. Okay, I can consider the catalyst like this. This is the catalyst having the some okay pores. Okay, that means to react the molecules here. Okay, the what is the step 1? The diffusion of okay reactant molecules. This is a very important theory. Diffusion of reactant molecules towards the surface of the catalyst. Towards the surface of catalyst. Okay, now I can consider this is the dear student, this is the catalyst, this is not a reactant molecule. Okay, surface of the catalyst, then what I am taking here? A okay plus B I am taking. This is all called as here reactant molecules. This is reactant molecules. What is happening in the step 1? Okay, gives rise to slowly these reactant molecules are diffusing towards okay towards the surface of the catalyst. For what purpose? To adsorb. First step what I am taking here, okay, diffusion. Then I can write here like this. Correct or not? Okay, then what is happening? I am writing here dotted lines because there is no formation of any product here. Am I correct? I can write here A and as well as B. This is the step 1. That is the diffusion of reactant molecules towards the surface of the catalyst. Okay, next one comes under step 2. Am I correct? Okay, adsorption has taken place or the reactant molecules react. The reactant molecules okay react each other okay and form the product Now I can take it here, step 1. Same, what is happening in the step 1? I am writing here Am I correct or not? This is the dotted lines only, since we are taking A and as well as B, okay, like that only. Then what is happening here? Okay, this both reactant molecules A and B both are react to each other and form the product. How it will be? Like this. Okay, correct. Then what is happening, dear students? Okay, A, B, what is forming here? Bond formed or not? Bond formed. This is comes under step 2. The reactant molecules react each other and form the product. Okay, then what is the significance? It do not involve a reaction. Then I can consider this is step 3. In the step 3, what will happen, dear students? Okay, desorption. Okay, what I am taking? Desorption of this reactant molecules. Desorption of this reactant molecules. How the desorption will be? Desorption means already we know. Okay, the removal of particles from the surface of the adsorbent is known as desorption. Okay, now I can take it here, the same step. Check it here. Okay, now this is A and this is B. Product formed or not? Then what I am taking here? Desorption. Desorption means what will happen? Okay, these reactant molecules are coming out from the surface of the adsorbent. Then what I am taking here? Plus A1 B. This is the adsorption theory. Okay, next step 4 also there. Okay, what will happen? Diffusion of the reactant molecule from the diffusion of the reactant molecule from away from the catalyst. Okay, generally these are all the steps we are using in adsorption theory. When any chemical reaction, if we are using any catalyst, how the reactant molecules will go and adsorb on the surface of the catalyst. That is explained by adsorption theory. Just with the help of 3 to 4 steps. Okay, the first step diffusion of reactant molecules on the surface of the catalyst. This all the molecules are coming toward this one and forming. Check what I mentioned here, dotted lines. Dotted lines, that means it doesn't forming the product. Okay, come and under second step, the reactant molecules react each other and form the product. Okay, taking the same step here. Okay, how it will be? A and B, there is no any bond formation here. Okay, now after in this one, what happened here? The bond formed or not between A and B. Am I correct? If reactant molecules are attached to the reactant, then it's forming some catalyst also in the product. Am I correct or not? Okay, so what happened here? Third step, desorption of these reactant molecules. Okay, now I am taking here. Correct or not? A bond B formed or not? Then I am removing this AB molecule. AB removed. Okay, removed or not? Removed, and catalyst is the separate and the reactant molecules are the separate, and finally this is called as, dear student, product, and this is called as, dear students, reactant. In that product, there is no any small amount of catalyst also. Please note down, dear students. Okay, dear students, next one we are continue our topic. Adsorption theory got over. In that absorption theory also, just you have to study in one in few years before they ask what are the steps which are involved in the adsorption theory. Okay, in the board exam they ask, okay, this time these steps are very very important. Okay, first diffusion, then after, okay, first adsorption, okay, then after reactant molecules react each other and forming the product, and third step desorption takes place. If you want to take the fourth step, what is happening here? Okay, those reactant molecule which is coming, okay, away from the surface of the, okay, catalyst. Okay, these are the steps. Okay, next one very important concept is that is called as here one more important name, that is shape selective catalyst. Shape selective catalyst. Okay, generally what is this one shape selective catalyst? It's a very important with respect to catalyst. Shape selective catalyst, this is okay, we are using in industrial purpose. Okay, industrial purpose, okay, to obtain the different types of products. Okay, now generally what is this one here? Okay, the catalyst which depends on, okay, catalyst which depends on, okay, okay, the pore structure, the pore structure of, okay, and pore structure and size of the reactant molecules, size of the reactant molecules. This is very important, dear student. The catalyst generally which depends on, okay, the pore structure and the size of the reactant molecules is known as here shape selective catalyst. Shape selective catalyst. Okay, now this in that best example for this shape selective catalyst are called as here, okay, zeolites. What, my dear students, it is best example zeolites. Sir, what is meant by zeolites? Sir, generally it is called as here sodium aluminum silicates. Sodium aluminum silicates, commonly it is, okay, called as here zeolites. Commonly it is called as, dear students, zeolites. Sir, what are the, okay, what is the general formula of this one here? What is the general formula of this one? We can take it here, NaX, okay, AlO2, we can consider here, okay, X times, and silicon SiO2 and Y times, and okay, number of molecules of water, Z molecules of water. General, okay, representation of this one here I can consider here, NaX, AlO2, okay, X times here, that means, okay, that number we should keep it here, okay, coefficient number, okay, SiO2 Y times here dot ZH2, that means number of water molecules. This is the general formula of zeolite. Now in this one here, the sum of the, okay, silicon atoms are replaced by aluminum atoms here. Some of the silicon atoms, the silicon atoms are, okay, replaced by these aluminum atoms. Am I correct? This way, okay, it is also called as here zeolites, sodium aluminum silicate. Generally, if you consider here silicon, here oxygen, here oxygen, here oxygen, here like this, okay. This is oxygen here, silicon, like this is there. This is generally we can call here students here, okay. Now, okay, zeolites. Then what I am taking here in that, okay, among one, okay, these many silver, okay, silicon atoms, I am removing one silicon atom, okay, which is replaced by aluminum atom. I can consider here, okay, O here, Si, O, Si here, O. I can write here this silicon atom is replaced by aluminum. I am writing here aluminum, okay. Now rest of the things is common, aluminum, okay, oxygen, here silicon, here oxygen. This generally it is called as, dear students, it is zeolites. Where they are using this zeolites, okay. Now in industrial purpose they are using, okay, this shape selective catalyst, that is zeolite. Now best example for this zeolite, best example for zeolite, okay, ZSM5. What, my dear students, ZSM5 is the best shape selective catalyst which is comes under, okay, zeolite. From where, what is happening, sir? Okay, can you give the example here? when if you take it here alcohol, okay, if you want to convert from alcohol to gasoline, convert alcohol to gasoline, commonly it is called as okay, petrol. And what is the, okay, generally you are using the catalyst here, safe selective catalyst, okay, ZSM5 to conversion of, okay, from alcohol to gasoline, that is petrol. And what type of catalyst you are using, okay, many times they ask in competitive, this is called as, dear student, ZSM5 is a catalyst we are using conversion of alcohol to gasoline. This is about, dear students, okay, catalysis, adsorption theory, and the shape selective catalyst, and significance and types of the catalyst with respect to rate, positive and negative. Next one more important, that is called as here, sir, with respect to enzymes is there, no sir, okay, then how it will its mechanism, that is known as here enzyme catalysis or enzyme catalysis. Am I correct or not? Enzyme, okay, catalysis. Okay, generally we can consider definition and its mechanism and different examples we are, okay, discussing. First of all, what is meant by enzymes? Okay, enzymes, okay, enzymes are the complex, enzymes are complex nitrogenous organic compounds which are produced, okay, which are produced by living plants and animals, that is very important definition. This is, it is called as here enzymes. Enzymes are the complex nitrogenous organic compounds which are produced by living plants and animals, that is called as here enzymes. Generally already we know, okay, enzymes are the very complex structures, its molecular mass will be very, very high. Am I correct or not? It has high molecular mass, it has a high molecular, okay, mass, okay, like a protein, molecular mass protein, okay, containing it is. Am I correct or not? This is very important. Okay, next one, okay, very important, that is called as here mechanism. This is a very important mechanism, that is called as here enzyme mechanism or enzyme catalysis mechanism. Okay, this mechanism is also called as key lock mechanism. Key lock mechanism. Sir, why it is, okay, also called as key lock mechanism? Okay, if you see the diagram, then you will understand. It is also called as, dear students, key lock mechanism. Now, okay, I am taking before itself one small, okay, I am taking enzyme, okay, plus substrate, enzyme plus substrate, I can consider in the bracket, okay, reactants. Okay, enzyme, it is also known as, okay, substrate gives rise to, okay, E, okay, yes, this is called as here intermediate. This is called as, dear student, intermediate. That means here it is less reactive, then after it is forming the, okay, converting here, then how it will be E plus here, okay, products are forming, substrate, E plus product. E here indicates enzyme, P stands for product. Now how the mechanism, why it is also known as here key lock mechanism? Okay, now if you take it generally, okay, okay, now I can consider this is, dear students, enzyme. This is, dear students, enzyme. How it look like, dear students? Key or not? How it look like a key? Okay, then it is plus, okay, substrate I am taking. Substrate, that means here, okay, okay, now just have a check it, this one, dear student, this is, I can consider this is a lock. Am I correct or not? Okay, now I can consider this is a substrate or reactant. Substrate or reactant. How it will, just have a check it, dear student. This is the key and this is the lock. Okay, these all the cavities. Okay, now here some cavities are present. Cavities, that means here some like small holes. Then this this enzyme will go and stick into the exactly what is the gaps are present in that substrate or reactant molecules. Okay, check it here. This one, this substance, okay, or this sharpness will go and fix here, and this one will go fix, this one will go fix, this one will go fix. That's why it is also known as, dear student, key lock mechanism. That means here these reactant molecules will go and adsorb on the surface of the enzymes, and it is forming here. Okay, what will form? Just here check it. I am writing the same. Okay. Correct or not, dear student? This is our key here. This is enzymes. Then how this one after? Okay, this one here. Okay, now just I'm putting here. This is called as okay, now just check it here. This key will go and enter in this one lock or not. Okay, now enzymes, this is called as here enzyme, this is a substrate. Now I can write here ES intermediate. ES intermediate. Generally it is what will happen, dear students? It will go and fix on the surface of the enzymes. This is unstable. Then to become more stable, then what will happen here? It is okay, forming. It look like a key or not, dear students? Key. This is okay, enzyme separated. Now I can write here. This is enzyme plus. Okay, then this will come out. Then what will happen? This option will take place here. The same. Okay, this is the product. Okay, this also product. These are two are comes under, dear students, products. Am I correct or not? This is the very important thing here. This is the enzyme. Absorption takes place here in the where the gaps are present. Then it is forming here EZ or EX. Okay, intermediate. This is unstable. Then what is happening here? Desorption takes place here. Enzyme separated from that complex and products are forming. That's why it is known as enzyme catalysis mechanism. It's also known as key lock mechanism. Okay, next one, what are the examples are there? Just you have to you have to note down, dear students. We can start with the examples. Okay, dear students, okay, this is about the key lock mechanism of the enzymes. Next one, what are the different examples which comes under here? Okay, this one. Okay, now okay, check it here. Some examples. Okay, examples of okay, this one. Okay, just check it here. This enzyme catalysis. Okay, now C12H22O11 plus water if you take it here. What is the enzyme I am considering here? Okay, invertase. What is it, students? Invertase, and this is actually comes under hydrolysis. Okay, hydrolysis of cane sugar. Hydrolysis of cane sugar. Then what will form, dear student? Just check it here. this is already we know this is comes under sugar. Okay, now in the presence of okay, now invertase it's one type of enzyme. Then how it is converted, dear students? C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6. This is comes under here glucose, and this is fructose. This is the one of the best example for okay this enzyme catalysis. And what are the enzyme you are using, dear student? Invertase, to conversion of glucose and fructose from okay sucrose with the help of okay invertase. Next one, if you take the second example, okay, now conversion of glucose to okay alcohol, glucose to alcohol. What enzyme you are using? Here enzyme you are using okay zymase. What is, dear students? Zymase. Zymase is the one of the enzyme. Here the conversion of glucose to glucose plus fructose here okay invertase, but in case of here we are using zymase. Okay, now you can take it here glucose C6H12O6. Okay, now we are taking here zymase is the enzyme. Then how it will be converted, dear students? Here 6 carbon atoms there, it is converted into 2 moles of okay alcohol plus out of 6 2 are 4 completed. Next one I am writing here carbon dioxide. Balance or not, just check it here. 12 hydrogen atoms. Okay, 5 2s are 10 plus these 2 hydrogen atoms 12. Next one oxygen atom 6. Here 2, here 4. Next one, how many carbon atoms? 6 carbon atoms balanced. Okay, with the help of zymase okay enzyme. Next one, if you take it here, okay, simply you have to write urea okay to ammonia. Urea to ammonia, you are using the enzyme that is called as urease. What is, dear students? Urease. You can consider urea formula NH2 CO and H2. Okay, what I am taking here, okay, if you take urease is the enzyme, how it is converted, just check it here. 2 moles of okay ammonia, 2 moles of ammonia, okay, total hydrogen atoms, okay, here 2, here okay 4, plus you are taking here water, understand, plus forming carbon dioxide. Okay, this is also gas, this also comes under gas. Okay, this is the very best example for this one, dear student, and very important day to day life we are observing, that is the conversion of milk into curd. Milk into curd. What enzyme we are observing, dear students, here? Lactobacilli. What, my dear students? Okay, lactobacilli is the enzyme to conversion of from milk into curd, and what type of acid is present? That means here lactic acid. Okay, these are the example which comes under enzyme catalysis or enzyme okay Keelock mechanism. Okay, just you have to check the steps here, how the okay this one happened, this one enzyme, this is the which will go under okay absorb on the surface of this enzyme, it is forming ES. Okay, that is called as here intermediate, it is unstable, and finally what is happening here, okay, it is forming the enzyme and as well as the product with the help of Keelock mechanism. This is, and different types of example we discussed in this okay chapter. Okay, dear students, okay, please note down, dear students, and we can continue with different lecture for the next video. Thank you.